Assalamu alaikum students, this is your physics teacher and in the previous lecture we discussed about physics and in different branches, and today we are going to start our first topic, that is physical quantities. I told you that our chapter name is physical quantities and measurements. Our chapter is basically related to the physical quantities and their measurements, and in this chapter we discuss about how we take different measurements in physics, how can we measure different quantities in physics. So first of all, we must know about those quantities. What are physical quantities? In physical quantities basically all measurable quantities. एक्चुअली ये वो तमाम क्वांटिटीज हैं जिनको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं. जैसा कि हम डेली लाइफ में देखते हैं कि हमारे पास लेंथ है जिसको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं, टाइम है जिसको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं, टेम्परेचर है जिसको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं. बहुत सारी फिजिक्स में हम ऐसी क्वांटिटीज देखते हैं कि जिनको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं. तो फर्स्ट हम कहते हैं कि ऑल मेजरेबल क्वांटिटीज जो है वो हमारे पास क्या कहलाती है, वो फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज है. सो वी डिफाइन फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज. We say that all measurable quantities are called, all measurable quantities are called physical quantities. जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया कि वो तमाम क्वांटिटीज जिनको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं वो क्या कहलाती है, वो फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज कहलाती है. For any physical quantities, it must have two characteristics. For any quantity to have physical quantity, it must have two characteristics. It must have two characteristics. यानी कि इसकी दो क्वालिटीज का होना बहुत जरूरी है, दो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स का होना बहुत जरूरी है. What are those two characteristics? As we say that all measurable. So any physical quantity must have a numerical magnitude. Must have a numerical magnitude. यानी कि उसकी कोई ना कोई न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू होनी चाहिए, उसका कोई ना कोई न्यूमेरिकल मैग्नीट्यूड होना चाहिए. एक ये वाली कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स जो है वो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. एंड द सेकंड वन इज दैट इट मस्ट हैव अ यूनिट. It must have a unit in which it can be measured. So a physical quantities must have these two characteristics. For any quantity to be physical, it must have two characteristics, that is a numerical magnitude and it must have a unit in which it is measured. So now we move towards the types of physical quantities. In this chapter, in grade 9 physics, we discuss two main types of physical quantities. These two types are very famous in physics, and our whole physics based on these two quantities, these two types of physical quantities, and these two types are base quantities and derived quantities. Base quantities and derived quantities. First we define base quantities. What are base quantities? As its name says that it is, these quantities are basics. These quantities are basics of physics, basis of physics, and our all quantities in our physics based on these base quantities, and these are specific quantities. So we define base quantities. Base quantities are those quantities which are basics, are the quantities on the basis of which other quantities are derived. The quantities on the basis of which other quantities are derived. Base quantities are those on the basis of which other quantities are derived. These are the fundamentals of all the other quantities, and there are only 7 base quantities in physics. These are only 7. These include length, mass, time, temperature, intensity of light, length, mass, time, temperature, intensity of light, electric current, and amount of a substance. So these are the 7 base quantities on the basis of which all other quantities are expressed. So these are fundamentals of all other quantities, and all the quantities we use in physics based on these 7 quantities. On the basis of these 7 quantities we derive all other quantities in physics. Now we move our second type, that is derived quantities. As its name says that these are derived from base quantities, or these are the quantities which are expressed in terms of base quantities. So these are called derived quantities. The quantities which are expressed in terms of base quantities. These are the quantities which are expressed in terms of base quantities, or those quantities which are based upon base quantities, or which are expressed in terms of base quantities which derived from base quantities are called derived quantities. These are acceleration, velocity, force, torque, etc. There are many derived quantities, lots of derived quantities in physics. These are velocity, acceleration, force, torque, etc. So these are our derived quantities. So now we move our units. Now we move the units of these quantities. To express the units of these quantities, we have a system of units that is called System International of Units. That is called SI units, or System International of Units. What is System International of Units? In 1960, a conference on measurements held in Paris, in which a system of measurements was decided which expressed the units of different quantities. In 1960, a conference adopted a system of measurements which is called SI, System International of Units, SI, or System International, SI or System International of Units. SI or System International of Units. This is the system on the basis of which we derive the units of these quantities. Now we move our base units and derived units. Base units are the units which express the units of base quantities, and derived units are the units which express the units of derived quantities. So first we define base units. units which shows base quantities. Units which shows base quantities are base units. Units which describe the units of base quantities are called base units. Now we show a table to you to describe the units of 7 base quantities. Quantity and its symbol. Now unit and its symbol. First of all, first base quantity is the length. It is denoted by, or it is represented by small l. Its unit is meter and its unit is represented by m. Second base quantity is mass. It is represented by small m and its unit is kilogram and its unit is represented by kg. Third base quantity is the time. It is represented by small t. Its unit is second, which is represented by s. Fourth base quantity is electric current. It is represented by capital I. Its unit is ampere and it is represented by capital A. Fifth base quantity is intensity of light. It is represented by L. Its unit is candela and it is represented by C, capital C and small d. Six base quantities: length, mass, sign, electric current, intensity of light, temperature. It is represented by capital T. Its unit is Kelvin and it is represented by capital K. And the last one, seventh base quantity, is amount of substance. Amount of substance is represented by small n and its unit is mole, which is represented by mol. So these are the base units and these represents base quantities. These are the units of base quantities. Now we move towards our derived units. Derived units are the units which are the units of derived quantities. So we here show some derived quantities and their units to you. Here we have derived units. So derived units are the units of derived quantities. These are the units which are used to represent derived quantities are called derived units. Here we show a table of some derived quantities. Here we have a quantity. Here its symbol. Here its unit and here its unit symbol. Now we consider some derived quantities here. First of all, we have velocity is a derived quantity. It is represented by small v. Its unit is meter per second. And this is represented by ms minus 1 or m by s. Now we have a second derived quantity is acceleration. It is represented by small a. Its unit is meter per second per second. Meter per second per second. It is represented by ms minus 2 or m over s square. Third derived quantity is force. It is represented by capital F. Its unit is Newton. And it is represented by n. Fourth derived quantity is pressure. It is represented by capital P. Its unit is Pascal or Newton per meter. It is represented by PA or Newton per meter square. So these are derived units and these are base units. Here I show you some base quantities and their units, and some derived quantities and their units, and we discuss about the system international of units, which provide us units of derived quantities in simplest form. So this is our today's lecture. If you have any problem regarding this lecture, you can ask me in comment section, and I also provide you some notes of this lecture in web portal. If you have any problem regarding any topic or any question, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you.